Call to order the Meriwether County Board of Commissioners, August 10th, 2026, 6 p.m. meeting. Please silence your cell phones and any other electronic devices. Please stand for the invocation given by Jeff Fisher, followed by the pledge.
Heavenly Father, we ask that your wisdom and guidance as we begin this meeting. Help us make decisions that serve the people of Meriwether County with fairness, integrity, and good judgment. Give us the patience in our discussions, respect for one another, and clarity in the work before us. May our actions reflect responsible stewardship in the best interests of our community. In the Lord's name we all pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We need to adopt the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. Under new business number 11, consideration to purchase milling head attachment. Consideration to purchase milling head attachment, Public Works. And number 12, approve Flint River MOU for Recreation Department.
Approve what?
Flint River MOU for the Recreation Department.
Any other changes?
No, sir.
We'll make a motion to adopt the agenda. Second. All in favor? Any presentation?
No, sir.
Finance report from Ms. Lackett.
Commissioners, on the front page are the bank balances as of this morning. We have also received the second quarter tipping and host fees. That has been updated. And I've also attached a third page that has last year's detail and this year's detail for the host and tipping fees, so you can see the history. We've also received the lost and T-SPLOST distributions. That's been updated. On the second page, you have your SPLOST balance at a negative $132,402.08. And your T-SPLOST balance is a negative $122,492.99. So next month, we should be back in the positive for both of those accounts.
Any questions? Okay, move on to department heads.
Mr. Chairman, we have Brian Griffin to give a report on the bridge management report from Meriwether County, University of Georgia, College of Engineering.
Good evening. So we had a unique opportunity through some students at UGA that are getting ready to be engineers for the state. They come down and assess every bridge we have in this county, not only give a full score and an assessment, but options on repair, traffic count studies on bridge. You see how many cars go down each bridge on any given day. And then they give a list of possible repairs in the future to maintain that rating as high as possible. Study like this, $40,000–$60,000, have an engineering firm. We're blessed to have UGA come down here and do it for us for free. So great read, lots of valuable information in this thing. I know Mr. Threadgill was interested in some of the pipes and culverts and getting an assessment done, and that's what this covers on all the bridges. So now we have all the roads assessed and all the bridges assessed within the last few years. We have a complete assessment of those two assets. If you have any questions, it's a long read. You don't need to be doing anything else when you're reading it because
Yeah, you can't watch TV and read this. It gets confusing.
Yes, ma'am, it's a lot. So, but it's a good read and gives us a really good foundation on where we need to be and what we need to focus on.
All I know is I don't see too many green dots on here.
No. We're working on that, right? We're working on getting more green dots.
Work. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Citizen comments? Minutes, July 13th, 2026, regular meeting at 6 p.m. This item was tabled at the July 28th, 2026 regular meeting.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes from the July 13th regular meeting at 6 p.m.
I have a second.
I wasn't here, I can't.
I wasn't here.
Yes, you were.
You were good that.
I'll second it. I was here.
I second.
I did.
You did. All in favor?
You two are abstaining.
I thought.
Approve the July 28th minutes, regular meeting, 6 p.m.
Make a motion to accept them.
Hold on, before you do that, there was two changes. One, was a typo, should be was, I put WA instead of S. And then the other was, a grammatical error, it should be more fair instead of fairer.
It's already been changed.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from July 28th, 6 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
I abstain.
Thank you.
Appointments, any appointments?
Yes, sir.
Unfinished business, none. New business. Number one, RC Health Services, Emergency Medical Service Training Agreement, EMS.
Commissioners, this is a clinical rotation agreement between RC Health Services, Emergency Medical Services Training in Meriwether County. Its main purpose is to allow RC Health Services students, primarily EMS, EMT type students, to complete hands-on clinical training with Meriwether County. RC Health Services can place students with the county so they can gain supervised clinical patient care experience. The school and the county will agree on the number of students, their schedules, and the scope of each rotation. This agreement runs from June 9th, 2026 through June 9th, 2027, then automatically renews annually unless terminated. Legal has reviewed the agreement. RC Health has agreed to the changes. Staff recommends approval of the agreement and authorization for Fire Chief Danny Stevens to execute the agreement on behalf of Meriwether County.
I make a motion to approve. Anytime you can have students do ride-alongs, it helps them to get better with their medical situations too. So, yeah.
I'll second.
All in favor? Request to reopen Massaguell Mill Road to through traffic from Public Works.
Ready when y'all are.
Well, hey,
Commissioners, Massaguell Mill Road Bridge was closed to traffic on March 9th, 2026, allowing access for local traffic only, with the replacement of the Red Oak Creek Bridge on Georgia Highway 362 now complete and the roadway is reopened. Staff is requesting that the barricades on Massaguell Mill Road be removed and the bridge reopened to through traffic.
I had made the original motion to close that during that time. And because of all the traffic, that the motion read back then was to be closed during the time that 362 is closed. So it really could have been opened back up, but if we need it in a motion form, I'll make a motion to open it up.
Second.
All in favor?
This was just allowing the transparency of the minutes. So if someone pulled it, they could see where it was open, it was closed.
Makes sense.
but Nathan, if it read during the time of closure of 362 and 362 is back open, it really doesn't require another, right?
It really doesn't, but it's kind of one of those things.
Okay.
It's easier to
Do
do
it,
it than
okay.
to field phone calls. So why didn't we know
Okay.
that? It never hurts to have a motion.
All right. Yeah.
But yes, you were correct. It would not.
Yeah, my phone was ringing. How come y'all ain't opening up? Y'all said, I said, I don't know. I'll call. No, I called Brian. He said, it's on the agenda. I said, good. You know, they are.
Consideration to approve a location agreement for filming at the Meriwether County Courthouse. The Atonement Series.
Commissioners, a production team for the Atonement Series, Cameron Grant and Vanessa Anthony, has requested permission to utilize the Meriwether County Superior Court courthouse in Greenville as a filming location. The production team believes the courthouse historic architect and authentic courtroom setting will provide an ideal backdrop for several pivotal scenes in the series. The production team has completed all required film permit applications, submitted fees. The Board of Commissioners will need to approve the film location agreement for filming at the courthouse on Sunday, August 23rd, 2026, and to approve the $150 location fee. And they have submitted all the permits to planning and zoning, and the film agreement location is attached with August 23rd referenced and the $150 fee if the board chooses to allow the $150 fee or if they want to sit at something different.
I was in talks with the people with Cameron Gant. I didn't speak with Miss Vanessa, but I spoke with Mr. Cameron and was trying to help them. And I sent them the pictures of the courthouse and stuff. And the series looks like it'd be a great series. It's not going to show the county in a bad light or anything like that. So I make a motion that we approve the location agreement for filming at the Meriwether County Courthouse.
I'll second.
All in favor? Reclassify projects for the 2025 LRA.
Commissioners of 2025 LRA projects previously awarded for bid through RFP process included John Brown Road, J.W. Dunn Road, and Pigeon Creek Road. Following an extensive review by Public Works Director Brian Griffin, it was determined that J.W. Dunn Road can be completed in-house by Public Works. An RFP for John Brown Road and Pigeon Creek Road have been submitted for advertisement. The Board of Commissioners is being asked to rescind its previous approval to include J.W. Dunn Road in the RFP process and authorize Public Works to complete the project in-house. Once the approved projects are completed, any remaining LRA funds will be brought back to the board for consideration and direction regarding the next eligible road project.
I'll make a motion to rescind the previous approval, including J.W. Dunn Road in the RFP process and authorize Public Works to do the project in-house. I'll second.
All in favor? Reclassify projects for the 2026 LRA.
Commissioners of 2026 LRA projects previously approved by the Board of Commissioners included bridge culvert repairs on Murray Road, Harmon Road, and Beaver Lake Road, as well as 3.5 miles of Alverton Road under the 2026 LMIG Phase 2 program. Following a review of the approved projects, it was determined that Beaver Lake Road project is currently being completed by GDOT and no longer needs to be included in the county's project list. Staff recommends completing Murray Road, Harmon Road projects in-house, while the bid for the 3.5 Alton Road project has already been awarded. The Board of Commissioners is being asked to rescind this previous approval of Beaver Lake Road as a 2026 LRA project and authorize staff to proceed with the remaining projects as outlined. Once approved, projects are completed, any remaining LRA funds will be brought back to the board for consideration and direction regarding the next eligible project.
Make a motion to approve as requested.
Second.
Third. All in favor?
Thank you.
Consideration of the purchase of a van for animal shelter using donation funds.
Commissioners, Animal Service Director George Richmond is requesting approval to purchase a 2026 Ford T-150 cargo van for animal transportation. The vehicle will be purchased from Mike Fitzpatrick Ford through state procurement at a cost of $53,949 with funding provided from the Animal Services donation account. Director Richmond contacted several dealerships in an effort to locate a comparable vehicle. However, none had a vehicle available that met the department's needs. The Animal Services donation account has sufficient funds to cover the purchase. Utilizing donation funds for the vehicle will also provide donors with a visible example of how their contributions are being used to support animal services and transportation of animals. That balance is currently at $100,624.61 in the donation account.
I'm not gonna have to fly to Orlando and drive it back, am I?
No, it's right here.
I had to do the truck.
We, just got word today, we got another transport schedule for New York in 2 weeks. We're taking 16, so, we're currently using the GMC that was given to us by the pipeline, but that's pushing 300,000 miles on that. And the previous state that the Sprinter that was given, that's no longer roadworthy, so. We are transporting roughly about 50% of our animals that come in yearly out of state, so it's very, big necessity to continue with this.
I make a motion to approve.
All in favor?
Thank you very much.
Consideration of a lease purchase agreement for 2026 Evergreen Aspen Boom Mower for Public Works.
Commissioners, Public Works Director Brian Griffin is requesting approval to purchase a 2026 Evergreen Aspen Boom Mower for right-of-way maintenance at a total purchasing price of $260,000. If the board elects to do the lease, the equipment, 2 financing options are available. The 3-year option will consist of 3 annual payments of $96,140.01 at an interest rate of 5.37 for a total cost of $288,420.03, including approximately $28,420.03 in interest. The 5-year option would consist of 5 payments at $60,704.29 at an interest rate of 5.39%. Total cost of $303,521.45, including approximately $43,521.45 in interest. Under either option, the first payment will be due 1 year from execution of lease documents. Financing will be provided through Republic First National, same finance company currently used for the county's paving equipment. Due to the current T-SPLOS allocations resulting in negative T-SPLOS balance, staff recommends leasing equipment so Public Works can obtain the boom mower immediately. Once the T-SPLOS funds return to a positive balance, the county can pay off the remaining lease balance subject to the terms of the finance agreement, thereby minimizing the amount of interest paid.
Can we pay it off early with no penalty?
Yes,
And then we own it?
yes.
So what would be the difference in cost of buying it now versus leasing and then buying it?
The 260, the 206,000 purchase price.
Minus the interest.
Yeah,
Right.
with the interest, I would estimate probably within 6 months. So you're looking at a few $1,000s worth of interest to go ahead and get it now.
Do we have funding just to buy it?
We do if with the allocations, with it being 122,000, we do have about 120,000 left in the road project to be done for this year. It can be paid probably before the end of this fiscal year or this calendar year. But if you needed it right away to get it started, so right away can get started, leasing would be the quickest option to get it, and then we just pay it off once we get back into a positive balance.
Put it back to 2.4. But if we set it up and buy it, like stated here, over 3 years, we can always pay it off early, correct?
Yes.
And the first payment wouldn't actually be due till August of 27th. If you read that lease agreement,
Right.
first payment's not due until August 27th. So we can get the boom axe 2 weeks and we'll be able to run it.
Well, we take the additional out of the special project.
I know where you're going at, Commissioner Thurgood, if you want me to elaborate on it.
Well,
Go ahead.
From a financial point, I can tell you how you can do it.
So we could just pay for it out of special projects with a commitment to repay it back from T-SPLOS over the next 12 months.
And government financing, you're allowed to borrow from a fund as long as you pay it back within a year. That's not considered long-term debt for audit purposes. So yes, it can be paid for.
Exactly
out of
what I
check.
said, it could be done.
It can be done, and we just, almost like the $1 million
Yeah.
borrowing power we have against the courthouse, you can do T-SPLOS the same way.
I'd just rather buy it because it's not gonna change the warranty or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's however the board wants to do it. I mean, that is an option.
So I would make a motion then to purchase it from the special project fund with a commitment to replenish it from T-SPLOS over the next 12 months.
Yep. And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Oh, did you have a question?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank-
Consideration of request to hold a car show at Lake Meriwether on Saturday, October 24th, 2026.
Commissioners of the Lake Advisory Board is requesting approval to host a car show at Lake Meriwether on Saturday, October 24th, 2026 from 10 to 2. The event will be open to the public with free admission and will include food trucks, a 50-50 raffle, door prizes. Participants entering a vehicle in the car show will be charged a $30 registration fee. You kind of see the flyer on the page
This is
behind you.
all proceeds from this go to the rec department.
That's right.
Yes, it'll go to the rec department.
It has to be a motion on it. I'll make a motion at the car show.
Second.
All in favor? Oh, I'm abstaining.
He's on like that.
Cause I'm on the board of the. Consideration to set a public hearing for the 2026 property tax millage rate.
Commissioners, what you have in front of you is a different dates. We do have several different dates at the meeting with the Board of Education today, but the staff is requesting the Board of Commissioners schedule a special call meeting and public hearing for 6 p.m. on an agreeable date. The school board is planning to have their meeting on either on August 28th or August 31st that morning. So the earliest the board, if we could have it August 31st that afternoon, 4 o'clock, DN can meet our September 1 deadline. If we go beyond that, available dates would be the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of September, along with the 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th.
That's requested an extension because it is towards the end of August. We just haven't heard back yet. I'm not sure we'll get it, but she's requested it. We normally do. So that's why we were trying to push that because we have to advertise.
We had to get the school board to adopt theirs, run theirs first, and then the board has to approve theirs. So it was all contingent upon when the school board can get it. And speaking with Dr. Griffin today, we went over their PT 32s, their digest. They plan on running it for the next 2 weeks. Not this week, but the following next 2 weeks, starting on Friday. So they would meet their deadline.
It's good. All the dates you threw out don't match the dates on this sheet.
Because the school board told us they could meet on the 28th or the 31st. So that was.
Okay, so these dates on here,
These are all available as well, but the 31st will be the first official day the board could meet and approve it. And then tax commissioner Cruz would not need an extension. And you're probably looking at a 30 to 45-minute meeting, just a public hearing. If no one objects to it, we go straight into the adopting the millage rate.
I don't have a problem with the 31st.
Yeah, me either. I don't either.
What time?
6 p.m.
We can do earlier, but I don't know if
Yeah, 6 p.m. for me.
anybody else got an issue with that date?
It's fine.
I'll make a motion, we set it for August 31st, 6 p.m.
Second. All in favor?
All right, thank you, commissioners.
Cool. I gotta put that on my calendar.
Acceptance and execution of engagement letter relating to municipal securities for the Meriwether County Water and Sewer Authority.
Commissioner staff is requesting approval and execution of an engagement letter with Stifel, which serve as the underwriter and placement agent. The purposes of the engagement is to evaluate and discuss potential funding opportunities related to revenue bonds issued in connection with the Meriwether County Water and Sewage Authority. The Meriwether County Water and Sewage Authority has approved and executed the engagement letter. The Board of Commissioners is also required to approve and execute the engagement letter in order to proceed with the proposed financing discussions. I don't believe I sent this to legal review. I know Water and Sewer has reviewed it, but I will ask that the board make the motion pending legal review of the engagement letter. And before this is to see if any available funding is available through additional bonds, revenue bonds for Water and Sewer Authority in order to do any capital improvements they may need.
Reading it now, there's no payment obligation for the county.
No, it's just before they can discuss any information with
We're
the
trying to
county.
see if there's a market for it.
Yes. And I had a discussion with Trey Monroe, and before he can discuss any financing opportunities or money available, this engagement letter has to be executed.
I'll make a motion to approve pending legal review.
Second. All in favor? Consideration of a purchase of a milling head attachment for a skid steer public work.
Commissioners, this was discussed during a work session and it was asked to be put on the agenda and is a cost of $25,000 and refunded from T-Splosh.
Can you explain what it is for the commissioners that were not at the work
Sure.
session?
So it's a milling attachment that goes on a skid steer. You're about 2 foot wide, about 24 inches wide, but you can cut several inches deep. For our tie-ins when we're paving, approaches on bridge deckings, the road's already as high as the bridge, but you don't pave over a bridge because it affects the weight limits. So you mill that edge down so that you can tie back into the same level. Tie-ins, of course, at your 2 intersecting roads so that they're smooth transitions. Tree roots that are shoving the road up, Great tool for going straight down on them, taking out the root and patching back. Like, Mr. Collins had mentioned, some of these spots that have been patched and patched and patched and patched and bring beds everywhere. Sit down and mill that whole section out, get it back grade, fill it in. It's another tool for us to be more productive and what we've already started going. It's just one more tool that we can utilize.
You said this would be paid for out of T-Splosh?
Yes, sir. With 25,000, it won't have an impact on the bank balances.
I'll make a motion to approve.
All in favor?
Thank you.
I second. I beat you that.
That's okay.
Consideration of approval of Flint River MOU.
Commissioners, this is the MOU that we usually do with Flint River to use their football field for recreation. Legal did make some changes. We just need to make a motion to approve it pending Flint River accepting legal changes.
I make a motion to approve the MOU for the Recreation Department pending Flint River accepting the legal changes and allow chair or vice chair to sign.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Report from county administrator.
Look, quick meeting, commissioners. I did forget to make one thing on there and the board can consider it. The airport authority did ask if about a budget hearing with the board of commissioners. I told them about up to the board if they wanted to set that date because we are on a strict timeline. My drop dead date on the budget is September 16th. I got to have it available and out to the public on the 17th. So told them the earliest that we could do it would be the what was that one? 25th. Yeah, the 25th, but that was solely up to the board. They wanted to do a work session with the airport authority.
I kind of think we do. We kind of requested that in our letter. And this, the only way we're going to improve that relationship, in my opinion, is start more communication. So I'd be in favor of doing it.
I'm in favor of doing it.
So,
You want to do it at 4 o'clock?
I can try at 4:30
4:30?
be better.
4:30.
I'll make a motion to set a work session with the airport authority Tuesday, August 25th, 4:30 p.m. Is that
I'll second it.
what we're saying?
Kill at the airport. No, Tammy. And I apologize for not adding that. That just clicked on me when we was looking at the budget about the airport. So I had a meeting.
All in favor?
So additionally, I had a meeting with Penco on the courthouse remediation. Everything's going as planned. Their targeted completion date of this Friday. If you notice the courthouse, the trees are gone on the Woodbury coming into it. It is very bright,
Yes.
wide open now. As soon as the HVAC and all the exterior work is done, we'll get a landscape to come in and kind of decorate it and tell us what we need to put out there. They may say cut all the trees down and redo it all, but right now it looks a whole lot better than what it did. The HVAC for the third floor, tentatively they're scheduled to begin on Monday, August 17th. We had tax digest discussions and the rollback rate. I will prepare the 5-year history. We'll get it ready for advertisement. We'll be adopting the rollback rate. The millage rate did go down slightly. Working on scheduling the jail plumbing, outside electrical work with a power pole going to the jail. Jail locks, trying to confirm a date. They're finished with the upgrading. I did get clarification. It is 2 different phases of 36 locks that we replaced our 1200 series with stainless steel parts. The other 400 series are 7 plus or minus additional ones that are being in testing phase, just waiting on them to confirm when they'll be on site so they can logistically set the jail, do what they need to do logistically. The new planning and zoning director, Jeff McCartney, will start tomorrow. I had a conference call with Pike and GDOT about Flat Shoals Bridge repair. I just want to let the board know, I sent you an email on that one, and just be transparent with the public on that one. That bridge is in between Meriwether County and Pike County. Pike County reached out to GDOT, I believe, and GDOT and Pike County reached out to us. Me and Brian Griffin sat on that phone call. They are looking at ways to how we can mediate the fix the deficiencies in the middle of the bridge. So I'm gonna get our engineer to look at it, see what the cost to be. I did express to Pike that it would be a collaborative effort between Meriwether County and Pike because it serves both counties. It would not fall solely on Meriwether County to pay for this. Pike brought it up that GDOT should be able to put some funding in it as well. So if it is, $400,000 or $500,000, once we get that number, I'll bring it back to the board and we'll try to collaborate, work with GDOT, Pike County to see if we can do three-way split. If it's $1 million, you're looking at, according to GDOT, 18 to 24 months before they can design it, secure the funding, then build it and put it in place. So you're looking at 3 to 4 years for that bridge being out. So if we can get it fixed for $250,000, $300,000, it may be worth if we can split it between 3 entities to get the bridge back open. But I'll bring it back to the board as soon as I get that information. But I do have to get our engineers looking at it first to see what it's going to cost.
As long as we don't get too high. We don't want to put a lot of money into it just for GDOT to tear it out in 1.5 to 2 years. Because basically our line ends on this side of the river, theirs ends on that side. All it is a convenience for people that don't want to go either to Hollandville or 362. So I can't see us paying tax dollars, $700,000 to $800,000 or $1 million just to watch it get tore right back out in 2 years for convenience.
I agree with you, Commissioner
Our
King.
people live on this side know to go back and forth this way, and the ones that live in that subdivision know to go that way. So.
And we brought that price tag up. We're afraid it may hit $1 million. GDOT said they don't foresee it being $1 million, but the way they're describing the efficiency, and Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's in the middle, it's in the water, it's concrete. And the last time I checked, you need dry area for concrete to dry. You can't have concrete drying in wet surfaces. So you got to divert the water in order for the concrete to dry.
Well, not if it's a pipe going down. Concrete dries harder underwater than it does above, but the water's flowing through it. But the ones I've seen done before, when they're taking a pipe down into the ground, they bore it, the pipe goes in, all right, you can pour it in there and the water come out. And it will hard and it'll be fine, but y'all got to do whatever GDOT specs says.
Yeah.
But
Pike County has experience in doing this, but when they say the
I
water
don't
has
think
to
how
be
you gonna get around
diverted,
that river.
you have to divert the water a little bit to get everything in there. So
You try to divert it and we have a 7-inch rain come through,
yeah,
it's gonna blow everything out that you got there. That it can't handle it.
yeah, there's a lot of phases going through. So I don't see this being a 30-day turnaround. You're probably looking at a 3 to 6 months before I come back to the board and say, this is what we're looking at cost wise and fix wise and try to
Yeah,
work
my
them
thing
on.
is be a year and a half before if we do something, before we get anything done, and by then it'd be, maybe the state will be doing something. Maybe they'll just speed it up.
That's the
Maybe
hope.
somebody should reach out to our representative, Randy Roberts, different ones, and see if we can. Maybe Jeff could do that for us too, but there ought to be somebody at state capitol, because you and I met with him one time before with some DOT guys, remember? So maybe if someone hasn't reached out to him yet, he may not even be aware, but maybe we can reach out to some of our legislators to get with GDOT up there, have a little barbecue sandwich and go, we need this looked at.
We'll reach out to them. There were several people from GDOT all around the region on that call, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that ought to be happening now.
Yeah, we'll get on that tomorrow to reach out to them and see if we can put some pressure on GDOT to get it done quicker.
Yeah.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Report from county commissioners, Commissioner Threadgill.
So since we're talking about putting pressure on somebody, where are we at on the Warm Springs Bridge with CSX?
It's about done,
They're clearing all the dirt out.
The last update I got on that one from Mr. Richardson, because he sends them out periodically. I think they're,
Has that been going on 9 years now?
Mm-hmm.
let me see if I can find that one real quick.
Yeah.
That's railroad.
Yeah, 9 years.
So the last update, contractor still expects 4 to 5 months before it's open to traffic. That was dated July 8th.
Well, what they originally said, the issue was they had to order 3 metal beams. 2 of them came from the same manufacturer with the exact precise measurement. The third one had to come from a second producer, and it was a 1/4 inch off. And it threw it and they couldn't do it, so they had to reorder. And they said that's what the issue was, and originally,
And I heard one time it's concrete.
yeah, 1/4 inch off.
They need a good welder down, what they need.
Got what it used to be like.
So
Yeah.
based on this one, it looks like it's going to be probably December by the last email, but he sends them out monthly and I haven't got August's report yet. So once I get that one, I can let the board know.
I figured I wouldn't see, and I got 2.5 more years to go.
You won't have to duck when they get through with it, though.
Yeah.
You got anything else? That's it. Commissioner Worthley.
I just want to thank everybody for what they're doing and hope we continue to keep it up and good work. Thank y'all. That's it.
Vice Chairman Smith.
First off, while we were asking about bridges, have we heard about the one over at County Line Road out from Lone Oak where they've still got that road shut down out there?
County Line Road.
Have we heard any more about that one? And have we got any update from EMC when CW Matthews might be starting on our 3 roads of being paved? I know our citizens are really antsy and I'm really antsy for them.
I was double check with EMC. The last update I got was mid-August, but I will reach back out to them to confirm that.
That's this week, so fingers crossed.
I will reach out to Chris and see if we can get a tentative start
Thank you.
date.
And then I'll remind everybody that the recreation, rec department, the football's getting started off next week. And so come out and support our youth on the weekends. We'll be posting schedules online and things like that. And we'd love to see citizens and elected officials all come out and support our youth.
Commissioner King.
Yep, I was gonna say the same thing about getting these roads paved. They keep calling, wanting to know. We heard y'all were gonna do it. We heard you're gonna do it. So that was one of the things. Also, Recreation Department's having a football cookout at 6 o'clock on the 20th. I think that's next week, isn't it? 20th. They'll be having a cookout for the Recreation Department. And I just thought I would share my hat I got on tonight, just because y'all know I wear a hat I think I missed 2 meetings without a hat. Wore a hat all my life, growing up, working on ranches in Florida. And it's just always been like my signature. But in fact, even a citizen wrote a letter here to all of us one day going, how come Commissioner King has to wear a hat all the time? He ain't no cowboys and so forth. But anyhow, if you hadn't heard, Resist All made 250 hats for the birthday for the United States of America 250th birthday. And they presented the very first one to President Trump. So he has #1. My hat is 112 of 250. And on the inside of it is the entire Constitution. It says 1776. The Constitution is written throughout the whole headliner on the inside. And then on this side here is a solid gold pendant for the Betsy Ross flag with a diamond in the center of it. Then on this side is a 1776 solid gold pendant with 13 little diamonds representing the 13 colonies from back then. So it's like a collector's item. I wouldn't wear it all the time, but they only made 250 of them. I wanted one, so I like my cowboy hat. So I'm gonna keep wearing my cowboy hat regardless of what anybody thinks. But I just thought I'd share that little bit of history because it was a big thing on the news when they went to the Capitol and presented Trump and he put it on. They were taking pictures and so forth. So I just thought it was kind of interesting to share that. I don't know anything else.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, all I gotta say is, thank you to all our staff and all the employees for the job you're doing and that's about all I have. Report from the county attorney.
Mr. Chairman, I don't have things with.
We have need for executive session.
We do.
I'll read the future meetings. Future meetings are Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, regular meeting 6 p.m. Closed in observance of Labor Day on Monday, September the 7th, 2026. Monday, September the 14th, 2026, regular meeting 6 p.m. Tuesday, September 29th, 2026, regular meeting at 6 p.m. I need a motion to go into executive session for litigation, personnel, real estate, tax matters, and cybersecurity.
So moved.
All in favor?
Regular session.
Second.
All in favor?
This is Dawn. Gotta go to that thing.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
No
Second.
action was taken in executive session. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?